Alright, man, let's go ahead and get into it, dog. I just want to start this video by saying congratulations to the 2024 Boston Celtics. They obviously deserve the championship, and I feel like if they keep their core piece together, which is looking like they're gonna keep everybody like Drew Holiday, Derek White, Porzingis, Tatum, Jaylen Brown. If they keep all those pieces, I feel like they'd be in good shape and be well suited for next year, right? And if I'm correct, they have like a draft pick to improve their roster. So it depends on what they do with that. And yeah, they have Brad Stevens. He's one of the brightest minds in the NBA, one of the brightest coaches in the league from 2017 to 2021. Then he turns out and get the GM job because he was kind of like burnt out, and the players were basically like tuning him out. Okay, they promoted him. Well, I would say they say it was like a demotion, but I don't see it as that. He got the executive job, and you see what happened. He been setting the Celtics up for success since he's been the executive or GM, whatever you want to call it. Like, bro, move after move, getting Derek White. They got Kristaps Porzingis this past offseason. He signed Jaylen Brown to a $300 million contract. He ends up winning the NBA Finals MVP and Eastern Conference Finals MVP in 1 year after, and this is the year coming after the poor performance he had last year. So yes, and then him managing to like pick the right coach to lead this team past, the Ime Udoka situation, stuff like that, and give them like a young, innovative mind and Joe Mazzulla. That's how you go about making moves. It gotta be strategic anyway. You cannot just say, oh, this guy has this and that potential. No. You get somebody with experience, get somebody that's actually young, that's actually been in the system, and guess what? Now the Celtics, they will have like a 61 season. They were like top 5 in both offense and defense, and that carried on to dominate everybody that was in their way to win the championship. And I think, if I'm correct, it was 4-1 Celtics versus Heat. I forgot who they played the second round. The Eastern Conference Finals was a sweep, and they just 4-1 Dallas. Now, I'm trying to remember, who did they 4-1 in the second? Oh, the Cavs. That's who they 4-1. So, yeah, this is, like I said, if they can keep their pieces, which is looking like they're going to do, they add more depth to this team going to be looking to try repeat. And from what it's looking like, it's hard to repeat, so the Celtics are going to be up against it. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the Dallas Mavericks, because this is the main reason why I'm making this video, because I saw on a podcast, I know Colin Cowherd was on it, but I forgot the dude's name who made the statement. He feel like the Dallas Mavericks is done making the finals after this. And I'm like, that's quite interesting, because in the 2020s, I can't ever say somebody's like done making the final. Like, yes, we still have Jokic. Yes, we still have the Lakers. At least I hope. And then you still have the Clippers. If Kawhi Leonard, if they retain their core, then you still have the Clippers. If everybody's healthy, but we've been saying that for the longest. And you still have the up and coming teams. The Timberwolves, for example, you also have them. The Thunder, let's not forget about that. I think that's about it, right? Until everybody else makes gradual improvements. You have all these teams in place. It's no telling that these teams can either get hurt. The shooting luck that year is just outstanding. Anything can go the Mavericks' way in the up and coming year, just like it went this year with their shooting luck, especially against the Clippers and especially against the Thunder. Anything can go right, and it just take this boom. It'll just take one moment to like spark a run like they did this year. Like, for example, nobody expected PJ Washington to like just break out the way he did in the first 2 rounds. It's unfortunate that he kind of tailed off towards the end of his run with his 3-point shooting and stuff like that. But the fact that he was able to give you that production, especially defensive production as well, I just can't see them not having another chance at trying to make the finals again. And in my opinion, if you have Luka Doncic, let's say you have him for the next 3 to 5 years, I just can't see Luka just not making the finals again. That's hard for me to believe, because yes, it's very different compared to like the 2000s and 2010s, but I don't know, man. Like, Luka is a top 3 player in this game. He wasn't even healthy this year. They still was able to make the finals based off this. Like, that man Luka was like leaking blood almost every game. His ankle was messed up, so his back was probably messed up. I think he had like a rib issue or a sternum issue or something after game 1 or 2. It's like the man was broken down. And to be honest with you, that's part of the reason why the Mavericks that's why the Mavericks is probably, that's why folks view the Mavericks as a team that's probably not gonna make it again, because of how broken down Luka is toward the end of playoff run. That's just who he is. Now I can see that reason, but to be honest with you, even with him broken down this year, they still managed to make a deep run. So yeah, I just can't count the Mavericks out entirely. Now let's address their team. So Derek Lively, that's a piece you have to that has to stay. Daniel Gafford, also another piece that has to stay. Derrick Jones Jr., he kind of like hit and miss. I feel like with the role that the Mavericks gave him, I feel like that's probably, I don't know. I'm on the fence on that, because I'm not sure if Derrick Jones Jr. deserved the big role that he got. PJ Washington, he definitely deserved the role he got for next year. And I'm just trying to see, like, how can you like improve this team? Like, the depth of this team is just like, is this kind of underwhelming, because they have, like I said, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, Derrick Lively. Right, that's their front court pieces though. Like, their back court pieces, that's where the underwhelming starts to like show, because in the playoffs, Jason Kidd tried out a multitude of like combinations off the bench. He tried Dante Exum, Tim Hardaway Jr. Then he tried Jaden Hardy and who else he tried? Like Dante Exum, and yeah, he tried all types of combinations and nothing was landing. Like Jaden Hardy. He's a young player. He still got stuff that needs to be ironed out in his game. He's got to get more consistency. Tim Hardaway Jr., I don't know what happened. He fell out tremendously this year. Maybe he just need a fresh start, and the two just need to part ways. But he obviously did not look good. Okay, so then you had Dante Exum. Like, Dante Exum, he's cool, but he's not going to really give you nothing on the basketball court. Now, he can give you spurts of defensive play, don't get me wrong, and he can give you like a couple highlights, whether he's like sparking threes or he's like dunking on somebody. But to me, like Dante Exum, I feel like that needs to be an upgrade in the offseason for sure. Like I said, anything's up for grabs in the 2020s. We have not had a back-to-back champion or a champion that actually went back to the finals in years. Like, for example, after the Raptors won the championship, guess what? They did not make the finals again. When the Lakers won the championship, did the Lakers make the finals again? No. Did the Bucks make the finals again? No. Now, the only team that has made the finals twice within a 4-year span is the Boston Celtics. But guess what? They had to lose first before they even won. The Nuggets, they were supposed to repeat. They didn't win. So, yes, anything's up for grabs. Whoa, I lose my voice. Anything's up for grabs in the 2020s. I can't count nobody out, because especially since they got a top 3 player in the game, they got like a top 25 player as his co-star. And let's address him, matter of fact, Kyrie Irving. Now, folks, especially Lakers fans, they was just singing his praises, deservedly so. And it said, oh, the Lakers made a big mistake not trading this, and this for Kyrie Irving. And I'm like, yes, Kyrie Irving would be a tremendous Alfred or third star for LeBron and AD. But the fact of the matter is, this man's aging. He's 32 years old. He don't have the same burst as he did in his early Cleveland days. Like, you can see it, but by the way, the Celtics was overwhelming him. He couldn't get no space, could finish inside for some reason. It looked like every time he drove, it looked like he's flicking the layup like too strong. Like, his, like, that we are seeing the decline of Kyrie Irving. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but you can obviously see what's happening right now. And he was giving you poor performance as the number 1, number 2 option in his early years. He's the number 2 option again. I feel like he probably needs to be like a 3rd option. Like, for example, if the Dallas Mavericks found a way to trade for like a Laurie Markkanen for some reason, I'm just throwing that name out. I don't know if they'll be able to get him. Laurie Markkanen needs to be that 2nd star. Kyrie needs to take that 3rd star role, because obviously him seeing seeing like defensive coverages that's tailor made for a 2nd star, he cannot handle those no more. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not saying he's a bad player or nothing. I'm not saying he can't handle physical defense, because he showed you in like a couple games within the Timberwolves series that he can obviously get you through a playoff run against physical defenses. But he's not that same player. And that's really all I got for today's video. I believe the Mavericks are not done making the finals. Yes, this team do need improvements, and they still got top 3 players in the game, so I just cannot count them out at all. So yeah, if you guys like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And this is your boy Trail.